Have you ever had to pay an extremely unreasonable price for pads and tampons? If so, you're a victim of the tampon tax. If you have ever had a menstrual cycle, there's a chance you've been affected by the tampon tax. Tampon tax is a tendency for menstrual hygiene products to be highly taxed. Not only does this apply in the US, but in other lower income countries across the world. Menstruation is a normal and healthy part of most of women's and girls' lives, but many people have different cultural beliefs or fall into false, discriminatory social norms and misconceptions. Being a woman comes with the burden of having a menstrual cycle, and with feminine products such as tampons and pads, having an extra tax becomes an added burden when they should be free. The issue stems from the lack of access to such resources because of how unaffordable and how unreasonable the prices are. Many different factors make tampon tax such a problem today. I want to discuss the issues, the reason for these issues, and how we can stop these issues going forward. Period poverty refers to the lack of access to menstrual hygiene products to manage menstrual bleeding and other factors such as menstrual education and sanitation facilities. On average, a person uses 10,000 menstrual products in their lifetime. The World Bank states that approximately 500 million people lack access to menstrual products in any facility that provides menstrual hygiene management. People who lack access to these products are forced to use their unsanitary products, which increases the chances of toxic shock syndrome, yeast infections, and UTIs. Many people are affected by period poverty, but it has a bigger influence on those with low or no income at all. In the US, individuals who may fall under this group all menstruate the same as those who don't. However, the current prices of those menstrual products make it even more difficult for those in poverty as they can't afford the appropriate resources. There's also an issue that men's reproductive products cost less or are completely free compared to women's. Items such as over-the-counter drugs, erectile dysfunction pills, and condoms considered necessary are generally tax-free. In addition, comparable items that are marketed for men aren't taxed. According to an article by The Signal, male students have access to free condoms if they need them. The female students, however, do not have access to free feminine hygiene products on campus. That said, there are also places where pad and tampon dispensers don't exist, such as on campus. Feminine hygiene products should be considered just as important as men's reproductive products, such as condoms. The fact that condoms are free but feminine products are not leads to the deeper issue of gender inequality. No resource should be limited or fully unprovided based on sex or gender. Pads need to be just as accessible for women as condoms are for men. It is not the case of free pads or free condoms, but both free pads and free condoms. Now that you're aware of the tampon tax and the effect it has on women and girls across the globe, the question is, why are period products so expensive and highly taxed in the first place? Tampon tax is the state tax levied on feminine products. 30 out of 50 US states have a sales tax on menstrual products. Instama states that California collects around $55 million per year in just diaper and tampon taxes alone. And New York State collects an estimated $14 million annually from the tampon tax. On the other hand, Investopedia said Scotland passed a law in 2020 making it the duty of local authorities to provide such products free of charge for anyone who requires them. Why are women forced to pay, let alone taxed, for something they can't control? Products like condoms, marketed for men, are generally not difficult to find at no cost. On the other hand, a box of tampons that lasts approximately 1 to 2 cycles costs anywhere from $5 to $20. Period products are often taxed as luxury items when, in reality, they're the necessities for women menstruation. Our community can help reduce this problem by raising awareness and educating the people around us in many different ways. To contribute positively and help reduce period poverty, we must start speaking up and taking action as individuals. Many states have worked to eliminate the tampon tax. In June of this year, Texas passed the bill to eliminate the tampon tax, which will go into effect September 1st of this year. A 2021 study in the medical journal BMC Women's Health found that 14% of college students struggle to find access to period products on a regular basis. Students in areas where tampon tax exists can consider starting or joining petitions to gain support to eliminate the tax on period products. They could consider contacting city council members to express their concerns and convince them to take action. It's not an easy process to pass a bill or eliminate a state law, but there are small changes that we can work toward eliminating the problem. Informing people about tampon tax and how it affects women worldwide brings awareness toward the issue in hopes of more people taking action and wanting to make a change. Free pads and tampons are essential for advocating gender equality and educating individuals about period poverty. Additionally, it would support the affected individuals and positively impact their overall health and well-being. Now that you're aware of the tampon tax and how it affects menstruating individuals, think about what you can do to make a difference. Thank you.